Welcome back. We're back. We all got some snacks. Hope you guys got some snacks too. But we're ready to continue our dark side D&D campaign here. And I believe where we left off was there was a plan being made about taking some of these force sensitive younglings that they have at this facility, while the rest of the group is going to take the storm or the rebel squadron escort outside and take them towards the ship that they're going to get in. Beyond that, though, I believe that there were some other things that some people wanted to do before we all went into that. I believe.
Yeah. As at least in my mind's eye, and our party can correct me if I'm wrong. I think everybody's kind of moving about, kind of prepping and getting everything in order. Maybe the ladies are off going to their marks, if you will. I think Waltz would like to approach the Arbiter to continue a conversation.
Okay.
Kind of steps up and with a very earnest and playful look, right? He kind of looks at the Arbiter and is like, I just wanted to apologize for the way that how standoffish I was coming into your home.
Well, that's all right. Just don't make it a habit.
I don't believe that I will. But we have your information. My compatriots have shared with you some of their personal information. Just as a sign of good faith, you can call me Sim Salabim.
What? What is that?
Okay.
That's so stupid.
He gives you a weird look.
You thought the whole break about that name.
He gives you a weird look, and he's like, "All right, Sim. Now, is there anything else I can help you with, or do you? You should probably head with the rest of your group out."
Just making, just trying to establish a good faith. We have to tear down the empire and, establish a new order. So I think it's best that we learn to work together.
Make a deception check.
Ruh-roh.
How many difficulties?
3.
3.
I believe Mara has a boost die to give to someone because they're 2 advantages as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'll boost it. Deception. Hopefully this rolls right.
Hey, no boost required.
No boost required, I guess. So that one just
saved.
Saved.
Save it for another one.
Narrowly.
He says, "I'm glad you agree. I'm sure you've gone through your own trials and tribulations as a Jedi, dealing with the Empire, and it must have been hell for you."
Very much so. It was terrible of what they would do to younglings and all the sort. So,
well, that's why we're here, and my measures may be a bit extreme, but they get results, and you showing up proves that. So, anything else I can help you with, Sim?
Nope.
Very well. I should get back to my work, and you should rendezvous with the rest of your.
One thing. Arbiter, Captain Arbiter, Sir Arbiter.
Arbiter is fine.
Do you have any information pertaining to these crystals? I don't, as a young, force practitioner. Don't know too much myself, but would you happen to have, studied anything about these crystals that kind of make our weapons go?
Lightsaber go.
I assume you're talking about the kyber crystals, yes?
If that's what they're called. I know nothing of the sort.
Well, then how did you get your lightsaber? Jedi make their
Passed down.
Make another deception check.
He's blowing it.
Uh-oh.
You
Might
have
need
the
a boost
difficulty?
die for
You
this
have
one.
the 3 and you have the boost die for it.
Okay.
I mean, not strictly a lie.
Thank God.
You can heal some
Mara's
strain.
boost die.
Yeah, Mars
gotta
boost
be
die is
kidding
clutch.
me.
You can heal some strain.
Jeez.
If you had any, or you can give 2 boost die to the, or you can give a boost die to the next person.
Yeah, boost that next person.
Okay.
We'll pass it up. Pass it on.
Keep passing it on.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I don't know much. I know that kyber crystals are currently being used in the Empire's military for lots of things. They are a great source of power, and with the Jedi not really around anymore, don't really need too much of them. But hopefully that changes.
So he, out of character, he knows nothing of what we had heard about the manufacturing of the lightsabers. No, okay. Yeah, to wrap up, I would like you commit a force die and just really try to make him trust me. Like, I want to put a hand on his shoulder and be like, listen, from a simsalabim to an arbiter, I need you to know that we are on the same side.
Okay, and you're gonna use a force die.
Correct.
Roll.
I roll a force die,
Yeah.
and that's just
That's
just
just
a 1.
Yeah, just a 1.
Okay. Bang.
Yep, that works, and you don't have to take any strain.
Jeez.
And you kind of like.
Heartfelt.
Yeah, you.
Need him to trust me.
Yeah. So he nods and he says, "I can definitely trust a Jedi."
It's not just any Jedi.
Wait, is that what you said, or is that what Walt says?
That's what Simsalabim says.
God damn it.
I hate that so much. It's great.
I can see that. Now, I'll go ahead and get those 2 force sensitives ready to go with you as you head to the cargo ship. Or not the cargo ship, the
Freighter?
there we
Transport?
go. Yep.
Yeah.
Transport.
We will be in contact, Arbiter. Don't you worry. This blasted Imperial trash will be removed.
Of course. Hey.
While this is
May the force be
Been-
with you.
oh, okay.
And with you.
Okay, what's
Sorry, I was just gonna say, while this has been happening, I imagine HK and I are on our way to the transport, right? Because we were
with
gonna
the
go prep
10
it.
rebels with you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
While on the way there, I'd like to just like speak to HK and say, HK, would you do me a favor when we arrive and just make sure that the communication system is absolutely functional? And I just like look at him and pray that this droid can somehow catch some meaning there.
I will perform the maintenance.
It would be absolutely awful, HK, if our communications were not functioning.
So you guys start heading out, and a couple of rebels, like the guards who originally brought you inside, Mara and Talrin, you are led to this one like kind of laboratory looking room, and inside you see, as the door opens, you see like 3 of these kind of like dentist looking chairs, but like a little bit more high tech, with kind of like this apparatus above like where the brain is usually, and there are a couple like, let's say like, teenagers currently in them, and they look like they are not having a fun time.
We don't recognize them, do we?
Make a perception check.
Difficulty of?
Both of us?
Yeah, difficulty of 3.
What? It didn't. Oh, wait.
Oh, you
It
just
completely equaled out.
completely equaled out.
Wow. Weird.
Okay, I'm going to heal a strain,
Yep.
and next
Pass
roll
on
has
the
well, we have
pass
2
on.
now, don't we? 2 boost die
Oh,
technically available.
yes, you did. If
Okay,
one of
well,
you wants to
there's-
reroll, well, I guess.
No,
Mara
I'm not re-rolling.
Okay.
I'm perfectly happy with what I got.
Mara, if you want to reroll with the blue die, you can go ahead and do that.
I'll save it for another roll.
Okay. Yeah, you don't recognize anyone.
Cool.
Are they like tied up or what's their situation?
Yeah, they do have some restraints on their wrists and ankles.
I'm gonna also ask for that perception to extend that. What kind of state are they in? Are they emaciated? Do they look like they've been mistreated? Any scars?
They
anything
look
like
they look fine in terms of just like normal health, but they look like they're very stressed out.
that? So, like haggard, kind of like tired. kind of
Yeah.
thing? Cool.
And as you guys like enter, they're just like kind of woozily, and they like glance at you.
I'm going to rush over and start undoing the shackles.
One of
I'm
their-
gonna kneel.
Oh, go ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna kneel to whatever is the youngest looking girl
Okay.
and just kind of kneel down and ask her how she's doing and be like, "Hi, I'm Mara. Do you want to go on a field trip? You want to get out of here for a little bit?"
I'm Talia. Yes, I want to leave. Please, I want to leave.
It's okay.
And starts
okay.
undoing the shackles.
The rebel soldiers are like eyeing you suspiciously currently, just because they're just like
Why? What?
What the McFuck nuggets is this?
they're not used to seeing people. They're not used to seeing people treat these people nicely. Is probably what you can tell.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at one of them. How could you keep children like this? We're supposed to be
Arbiter-
better.
The
We're supposed to be
arbiter.
better than the Empire.
The arbiter says, and we follow orders.
And you are no better than those that we fight.
Hey, you, watch your mouth.
Oh, stop, and kind of hushes Tolerant and is taking the kids by the hand. How many could we take? That was 3, right? Right? And is looking at Tolerant.
I'm gonna shrug my shoulders like in agreement, like kind of like the that's
Because Tolerant's like undoing one, and I did the shackles of another.
Make a negotiation check against 2 difficulty, and if you want to help Kial or Tolerant, you can.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
So
like I
upgrade-
said, I was agreeing. For
So
sure.
upgrading,
and
and
you have
do you have 2 boost die?
you 2 have 2 boost die.
So, oh, it only did the one.
Well, that,
I mean, one's enough.
so
That's
one
good.
can just roll over.
Just-
Yeah, so that's a
okay.
success.
So 3.
One of the guards is like, yeah, just take all of them. We
All
got what
of
we needed
them?
from them anyways.
Of course,
How-
it'll make you can go on break early. This is great for you, and starts undoing all the shackles.
Yeah. So they're all human. There's 2 guys and a girl. They're about like around 16, 18 kind of age range is from what you can tell. And they all are like very very eager to get the fuck out of here. And
Okay.
then
Hi everyone. My name is Mara. I'll be your scoutmaster today. We have chips and salsa on board and blue milk. And
Blue
if
milk?
you're allergic, we have some water and 1 can of soda you'll have to fight my friend for. All right, everyone follow me and you can ask us for any questions at all. But we'll be heading out, right? And looks at the guards and Talrin. Like, we good?
yeah, get moving.
All right, and starts asking everyone their name and starts kind of
Okay.
moosing on unless Tolerant has anything.
Staying silent.
Well, my name's Talia, like the one girl who you were talking to. Are you taking me back home?
Well, we're gonna go on a bit of a field trip to get you get your legs all working and moving, and let's take it one step at a time, huh? And it's kind of seeing how good they are at walking.
They're like wobbly a bit, and as you're kind of walking through, you see that every time they see like a rebel soldier or like the rebellion sign, they get like pretty scared.
Aw, don't worry about them.
Okay. And they all they like kind of shamble after you. And I imagine you all get outside and like climb the ladder and end up all out into the clearing where you were before with all the rebellion.
No, they said they were giving us a transport of their own.
Yeah. An
Yeah,
Imperial
but like,
one.
there's only one way out, so you got.
Ah, okay. They
Oh,
didn't have a
okay.
hangar.
But do they have a different hangar than where we landed our ship?
They haven't given you any information on where the ship is. They just said they have.
Oh, I thought.
one.
I thought we were following, like us two were following the rebels.
Oh
to
yeah. The rebels are
transport
like
that they
leading
had.
you there, but like.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You
So then
don't, like,
we'll as soon as we're outside, we'll call Kial and HK and ask for where they are.
Sure, and we'd point them in the
Yeah,
same
okay,
direction
so
that
you-
we went.
You guys head in that same direction. Eventually, like
Probably
after.
give them instructions before they get to the ship. Before we get to the ship, just to be like,
Yeah, you can do that.
once you see Kiki, make sure everyone you give a warm welcome to Kiki. Because he requested the blue milk for the ship. So make sure you give an extra thank you for him. And if you see the big robot, he's HK. So if you have any contraband on you or things that you shouldn't have on the ship, you will find it. So don't try it. Because he's not a very nice, he's a protective droid and we don't want to upset that one. But otherwise, just stick near me and don't leave my sight, because if you do, the big angry droid will come drag you right back to me, and we don't want that to happen. Okay?
Lightside Mara is no less terrifying.
There's like there's like a slight unease you can see in them, but like
Slight.
it's because it's like they're being talked down to in like a certain
Yeah.
way, but they're just like
Reminder: these are nearly adults.
they're just like
Mom.
they're just like, come on, mom, I'm old enough to walk through the jungle myself. But they basically like nod and listen to you, and they're just like they're very keen on just like getting out of the situation as best as they can, or as fast as they can rather. And you seem like the one to do that. So they just like keep following you, and eventually you guys get to this. I guess HK and Kial first get to the clearing with the rest of the rebels, and you see this like transport that's like pretty, I mean, in decent shape. It was kind of covered by some like leaves and vine that the rebels like go and move away from it.
Sure.
And it looks like it can fit pretty well the current squad that you have.
Is it just like a lambda, or is it?
No, it's like a transport, like a
Okay.
like a whatchamacallit. What's that one ship in like the Republic?
Is it like the
where-
Rebels one?
Yeah, basically. That.
Okay. Sure.
Like a troop transport.
Yeah, like
H-
the little,
HK's
not a
gonna-
helicopter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I don't know.
HA's kind of look to Kial, very much within auditory range of the rebels. Your head is in the clouds. You will fly today. My feet are firmly on the ground. I will lead the boarding party.
Sounds good to me, HK.
Okay, the rebels like are. So, where do you need us?
On the front line, of course. You will be joining me. We will create a diversion for the Jedi.
All right, we can do that. Do you want us to get in the ship now, or should we wait for the others?
Whichever you're more comfortable with.
They're all gonna like shuffle over towards the ship, and they're
Have
gonna
we
get
joined
in.
up yet?
Yeah, so probably about that time you've probably joined up with, and you see that following Talrin. I guess Waltz is also there. Following Waltz.
Just like holding the hands. of
Yeah, there's just like
two
there's
kids
like
and just waves at HK.
it's like Teletubbies where they're just like kind of just like skipping through.
HK's head just tilts as he sees a progressively longer line of children than the two that he had computed for in his plan.
And they're all kind of just like following Mara, and the rebels are like, one of the rebels calls. He's like, "Okay, we're all in the ship, ready when you are."
That is many children, Lady Mara.
Of course, we were allowed to take as many as we wanted. So why didn't we? Of course, I'm gonna take them all, HK.
Understood.
We have more experiments and more things to figure out.
With that, I'm just gonna like shove Mara's shoulder.
Oh,
like,
right.
let's get moving here.
The kids just go wide-eyed and they're like, "Oh no."
Kial will be piloting the transport. I advise you keep the children in the cockpit alongside yourselves to make sure they are shielded from enemy fire. I will lead the boarding party.
And make sure you tell the other ship about our guests, right? And how many guests we have.
I will rely on you for communications.
I'm here to host our guests. I'm gonna keep them entertained, and you guys do all the talking with the men. You know, I'm gonna do the fun stuff.
You guys did the yap with the boys?
Yeah.
If they don't listen, you know, there is a woman's touch can help out at times. So just call me up from the cockpit.
I need a space check on the on the cockpit and what I assume is the debarking area of this transport that you use for a boarding action.
For science, of course.
Yeah. The cockpit's like big enough to hold probably like 2 to 3 people.
You guys gonna have to have some kids in your laps.
The like back end of the ship where like all of the soldiers would like, you know, either sit or stand to disembark on is about big enough for 20 people.
Wait, so there's only like cockpit and a cockpit and then back of room, or back?
Yeah. There's
ship?
cockpit and then there's the transport part of the ship.
Oh, I thought there was more rooms and shit.
Just leave a couple kids in the jungle. We'll be back.
I thought there'd be like a fucking cafeteria and like a gym.
Oh
and,
no,
like,
no,
some
it's not that
shit.
kind of. It's
Or
not as
just-
big as
No,
your
no,
it's
ship.
no, no.
Yeah, it's just a pickup and mover.
Yeah, it's a
not
pickup
yeah.
and mover.
Okay, so
well,
pick your favorite children of the rest can come in the
Oh
debarking area.
no!
Well, I'll
Oh,
keep
no.
I'll keep watch in the back, and you guys can do all the fun cockpit stuff. I'm just
You
gonna.
do not want to be in the back.
Why?
HK will text you now that you are within hearing range.
Oh, I get texts. Pog champ.
We are performing another vent maneuver.
Oh. Yeah, well, I was gonna get them all settled and join you guys at the front to make sure
yeah.
to talk with the other ship. Of course, I remember that part.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
cram a bit in the
I'm just
in the cockpit.
helping
here.
the children get settled. So, all right, let's do that.
All right. Well, once HK gets on the ship, he's essentially gonna draw his weapon and adopt like a battle pose, and then just like stare at the back door, essentially just waiting for the soldiers to join him and like getting ready for like a boarding party charge maneuver, and he's gonna magnetize his feet silently.
So is there anything that we're, I don't know, asking for a friend, like one of those like things you can throw over your chest and those.
There will be
No, I'm
safety
thinking-
harnesses if
Yeah,
a
is there
roller
safety
coaster
harnesses?
harness?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
can-
those roller coaster harnesses, but on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
walls.
yeah. There are harnesses like that.
there
Definitely.
will absolutely be some of those for kids. They just have to
Yeah.
Yeah.
be comfortable with not breathing for a while.
Nice.
It hopefully won't, be. Too
There
long.
are, I mean. Where are those? Oh no! Oh no!
Kenobi's now just reading the chat.
Okay.
Oh no.
Smiley face, smiley face,
Sorry.
smiley face,
I
smiley
like
face,
that
smiley
all the
face, smiley-
players were on the same page immediately.
Oh yeah.
So there are harnesses. There are also rebreathers on this ship. Should you choose that angle, that's probably like about the best you're gonna get at this point.
Sure, yeah. Well, we'll fit as many people as we can uncomfortably into the cockpit.
If you're trying to
Um,
cram people into that cockpit, you can cram yourselves and the kids.
Yeah.
And the kids. Okay, perfect.
If you are like, it's gonna be a bit sardine in there,
That's fine.
but like you can do it. It's not.
Well,
gonna
aren't we trying to put them at the back to maneuver
So the
them
troops are
out?
the troops are in the
Yeah,
troops are in the
troops are going to be in the back
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
HK, who
With
is
HK.
magnetized feet.
Yeah.
And
The rest of us.
are going to not go.
Yeah, we're gonna
for
be
a
in the
ride.
cockpit
Like,
with
not
the kids.
not go for a
But the
space.
kids
walk.
are not going for a maneuver?
No.
No, they're good kids.
Well,
For now.
for now.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, there are specialized maneuvers. I mean, we could have a few. Like you can split it down the middle, half and half.
Because we have three
Okay.
children, right?
They
Or,
are,
well,
yeah, they are. You have 3 children. They are all Empire kids.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, so we have 3 total?
Yes.
Well,
we had
they're
more.
they're lab subjects.
well, they.
I thought we had more than 3.
No, that you only have the
Just
3.
three. Just 3.
How many?
Two boys and a girl, right?
2 boys and a girl. Yes.
Were there any left in the facility still? Or did
That
they
is not
grab
information
all of
you
them?
know.
I think.
Okay.
in
So they,
the
but they
area
didn't see any others.
we didn't see any in the area we were in. We
Okay.
just saw the 3, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Okay, we'll just I'll be
Mara wants to
HK, do you
watch.
want me and HK, do you want me in the back or in the cockpit? I can do a BRB and help you with or a, orientation for
Of course.
our new friends. Okay.
If you wish to
Orientation with their
witness the
own
boarding
ship.
action, that is also welcome.
Okay. I'd love to do a demonstration on the safety harness. And, I'm sure the kids haven't seen a ship like this before. And we'll kind of guide HK at the back
Yeah.
with
The
Those
rebels
soldiers.
the rebels are kind of just like huddling and just like, holding on to the.
Powwow.
Yeah, they're holding on to their like the things on the subway and they're just like waiting. They're like, all right, well, hurry it up, come on, we time is a waste in here.
The piloting has been ceded to Kial.
Yeah. As soon as we have everybody necessary in the cockpit, I'm going to take off.
Okay, where are where are the kids? I need to. That is an important part.
I
They're in the-
assume they're in the cockpit with
you
us.
crammed them into the cockpit.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. It's a bit sardine in there, but you're making it
Yeah.
work.
Sardine is fine.
So it is Mara and HK that are in the.
that are in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, that are in the back. So like the ship
question for the
kind of
DM.
lurches. Okay.
Where is the Light Reaper right now in relation to us? Is it orbiting the moon that we're on, or is it orbiting Felucia?
It is orbiting the space of Felucia, like, but from very far around. It's like doing a.
Okay, so it's like on the other side.
No, it's well, technically yes. It's kind of on the other
Okay,
side of where the
'cause-
moon is currently.
Cool. So I would kind of just like to be. The idea is that I want to regroup. I want to meet up somewhat with the Light Reaper
Uh-huh.
as far away from this moon as possible, based on like how we like orbit around the
Okay.
the planet.
Well, you're
right?
gonna be moving. The Light Reaper from when you left it wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
moving at all. It was orbiting. It wasn't like. So you have all
Right,
the
right, right.
autonomy of where you want to go.
Okay. I just basically the idea is I want to meet up with the Light Reaper as far from this moon. So I
Okay.
imagine not everything is in a synchronized orbit.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So I just want to meet up as far from this moon in the orbit as possible,
Make
so that
a
when we start doing our fun
piloting-
maneuvers,
Wouldn't that be
the
astrogation?
communications doesn't
Yeah, make an astrogation. That's right. Make an astrogation.
Isn't
check.
astrogation more for like
Make
I guess
whichever-
more navigation.
Make,
hyper-
make
like
whichever
hyperspace?
one. Make whichever one is higher, and
whichever one is well then it's definitely going to
and
be
then do it against
piloting.
3.
Against 3.
Yeah.
Dope. Should not be it. Do we have any boost die left? No.
You have 1 rolled over.
We have 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a
One.
Tauren one, I think.
I shall take that little
yeah, go for
boosty die then. I shouldn't need it, but just to be safe.
Yeah.
Piloting space, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Take 2 strain.
That's fine.
And yeah, so you can basically kind of figure out, with the trajectory of where you saw
Dope.
the Light Reaper moving, and yeah, it'll be. That's
I
definitely-
basically just want like the main planet to be between us and the moon that the station is on.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
Dope.
So as you kind of like are plotting this course, the ship lurches a bit. As on like the inside of the ship, I assume Mara's just in the harness right now.
Well, I'm just probably like with HK. Hi everyone, I'm Mara, and this is HK, your protection droid. Today we're going to be demonstrating the ship's capabilities and safety features. Thank you. See, his updates are going so well. Here we have a safety harness. She sits in it, throws it over.
Mhm.
You there, and points at like a random soldier. Come
Me?
here.
The
Yeah.
random shoulder just walks over. He's like, should I just sit down and put a
No,
harness in?"
take my hands.
Okay, he reaches out and takes your hands.
See, pull. I can't get out because it's so safe,
Well,
right?
I do
Pull
feel very...
as hard as you can.
He starts pulling his. He's like,
It's yanking.
At
Yeah.
this point, at this point, I would just like to vent.
Wait, wait, wait.
And then well, at this
While he's
point,
still like holding on to Mara.
yeah. So then she's like, "All right, now I know you got more strength in you. Scream out for the rebellion!"
he's like,
And then she's just like
for the
staring into his eyes.
rebellion.
For the rebellion.
And vent.
So you guys are flying, and as you're like exiting the orbit of this area, you like this guy yells for the rebellion, and just the doors open up, and the rest of his crew, the rest of his team just flies out. They're grasping onto stuff, trying to hold, and like this guy's like looking into your eyes, and he's like deathly afraid, and he's like still holding on to your wrist. He's like, the safety features, help me!
Just like holding on to him. I was like, "You gotta hold on. Hold on with everything you have." And she's not holding on at all. She's just like this.
And then
HK's
he's like
slowly
holding on
walking
to her
over
wrist.
with the magnetized feet, and the vibro knife has extended from his wrist, and he looks over to Mara.
HK, look, this one's holding on so much longer than I thought he would. Isn't that amazing?
His capabilities are impressive. And
Alright, you
HK
can cut
just
him off
brings the
now.
vibro knife down on one of his wrists.
you just slice down, and he just goes, ah, and then he like he goes to grab his wrist with the wrist that he was holding on to Mara with, and he just flies out of the ship. And then I assume at this point like the door has been closed.
Yeah.
And then Mara's just kind of standing there, and this like rebel soldiers, basically like half of their arm is just still like on hers, just grabbing onto it.
Just starts like shows HK. Look, bracelets. This is called rigor mortis. When your muscles stay, and then she kind of starts explaining the biology of this.
HK is literally just like hard staring.
Are you taking notes? All right. Also, I'm so glad this harness works. I wish I should have tested it, but it was just so exciting to find out.
Could you imagine?
Mara just fucking dies.
That was so exhilarating. Let's go visit the children now.
Okay.
Understood.
So, as you guys are like kind of crammed in the cockpit, Kial, you are the one currently running point. How
Yeah.
are you maneuvering towards the ship?
Once we have Felucia between us and the like the moon where the station is, I'm just gonna like on an Imperial channel,
Yeah.
like hail the ship.
Okay, so you hail the ship, and the kind of comms officer is like, Kial, that's not a ship that is on our frequencies. Do you...
Light Reaper, this is transport Alpha Bravo 7. We are coming in with recovered Imperial goods.
Okay, give me a second. And then, like, as they, like, say that, you hear very faintly, the voice of Ensign Solomon. hear their voice very faintly of Ensign Solar being like, no, that's them, that's definitely them. They are smart enough to be the ones to steal a ship and bring it back to us. That's definitely them. Give them
I've
the
just got
call.
like one head in my hand as all
And
of
then-
this is coming over the con.
And then
I'm
like she gets closer and she's like, okay, Kial, hello.
This is pilot for Imperial Transport Alpha Bravo 7. Do we
Oh.
have permission to land? Ensign?
Yes, pilot Alpha Bravo 7. Please
Thank
head to the
you.
docking bay. I hope you like the snacks. And then the
I
comm
shut off the con.
like you get
So
she
we-
gets halfway through that as you're like, and then like you
Yeah.
just shut off the comm, and then we do this.
I'm just gonna like head in hand, like
Yeah. I was going to ask, how do the kids react to this sudden revelation?
The kids
But
are like
instead-
all just. They're like crammed against each other and they're just like, it's so comfortable in here.
Just comes in with some blue milk. Hi.
Like a fucking like holiday camp prep.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
I got
Are you
some
ready to
blue
praise the
milk.
Lord?
fucking youth pastor vibes.
You ready to praise the Lord?
Oh, whispers to HK. What are the kids called? I got some blue goo.
Oh.
Here you go.
Do you want to chug? Let's
Shut
go.
up.
At that point, we're gonna wipe over towards the ship landing inside of the bay, and like normal, Ensign Solmar is kind of just waiting there, excitedly, and she has the stormtroopers with her, and she watches you all exit the ship. And as she sees like the three kids, she's like, "Well, that's certainly more people than you left with."
I'm gonna storm down the ramp and grab Ensign Solomon by her collar
Woo!
and go, when we are on an open channel, you are not supposed to give away the deception. And then I sort of just like toss her off and like kind of to the ground.
It was an Imperial channel. You're using an Imperial ship.
And it can be intercepted, can't it? Don't you think there was a reason that I didn't identify myself as who I was when I hailed you?
She's like starting to like stutter, and she's like,
And starts guiding the kids down the ramp.
I'd like to
And
remind you.
that's, I forgot her name, and that's, I forgot his name, and just starts being like a horrible tour guide as she's like walking them around the ship,
Who?
and pointing people
Okay,
up.
okay. Who are these people?
Ensign Solomon,
Solomon.
get the captain. Get the captain.
Right away. Don't go anywhere. And she quickly turns and like heads off. She looks very shaken. And at like a couple minutes later, like Captain Antis comes back with Ensign Solomar, and she's like looks at the ship, then looks to all of you, then looks to the kid, and she says, "Okay, what the fuck is going on?"
As she says that, I am going to take a step forward, standing in with hands behind my back, fully straight. With all due respect, Captain Antis, operational security has been disgustingly lackluster.
Oh,
Excuse me. Okay, first off, this is
On an
my
open
ship.
channel, Captain, we were hailed by direct names. According to Imperial statutes, that is not only a violation of the codes, but also a direct response is to be court-martialed at once. Captain, we technically outrank you here on this ship, and as such, this behavior will no longer be tolerated.
She like
Mic drop.
I need you to
Holy
roll
shit.
me. Is there an intimidation in this game?
Coercion.
Coercion.
Coercion, probably.
Coercion against 4, and I'm going to use 2 destiny points against this.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Do I get any help here?
Actually, I can only use 1. That's so upgrade difficulty once for you.
I mean, I would like to kind of chime in at the very end, and say we have recovered kidnapped Imperial cadets, likely from the secret military base on Arcanus, and their safety was almost compromised again because of the lack of protocol. Is that enough help to give to give advantage to Talron?
I think this might just be a tolerant thing. I think.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries.
Totally chill.
No worries.
All right. So
Inspiration
4,
in the chat.
there is.
Oh, there is an inspiration too. You
There
do
is
have
an
an
inspiration.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You have 2 of
Let-
them currently.
Let's see what the dice say, shall we? Coercion it is. Here we
I
go.
believe in you.
They say
No.
lafon.
Inspiration number 1.
Inspiration.
Unlucky.
Lafon moments.
You have another inspiration.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use it. What? How badly did I fail?
She says,
Nice. Okay.
"All right." She like looks at you and she says, "Let me make this as perfectly clear as possible. You do not outrank me. This is my ship, and I will run my ship the way I want to. You are you are merely a passenger on this ship. That is all you are. You and your stupid and your general the Grand Admiral's stupid program. That's all you are. And if I decide that I want to put you in the brig, I will put you in the brig."
It's a
Is
small
that-
ship.
Is that your decision right now, Captain Antis? And I'm just going to like slowly move my hand to my lightsaber hilt on my hip.
We're gonna actually steal the ship and we
You're
can
so-
Nintendo. The Arbiter character's pegged all along.
This baby can hold so many people. If you decide to do this, think of the reputation you are going to be soiling of Grand Admiral Ritter.
Is it not you who would be soiling his reputation? We've been successful in our mission.
No.
We found the station. We returned with Imperial assets. We have them under our thumb.
No,
and
no.
here you are threatening to throw us in the brig for it.
You do not tell me that I deserve to be court-martialed over something like this. Ensign
The breach of
Solimar,
protocol was the cause for court-martial.
Ensign Solimar will be punished, but I will not be disrespected in my own ship. Is that understood?
Very well, Captain. With all due respect, and I will take a step back. So like diffusing the situation, but still like on what's the word I'm looking for? She's still holding her posture, just like taking a step back to like, okay, I will accept that your decision has been made, but I'm also saying I'm standing my ground on this point specifically. With all due respect, Captain, the worth of a captain or any leader is in how well they treat their subordinates and how well their subordinates work under them. And I'll turn on my heel and head to the comms room and start what do you call it? Running up a documentation of what we had accomplished at this point, everything, including the stuff I said to. So basically, word for word, what happened in that exchange, I'm documenting, not painting myself in a light that is better or worse than actually happened.
Okay.
Kiel's not gonna back down. Kiel's just gonna take his hand off his saber, like turn partially back to the group, but like over his shoulder, just say, "I wonder if the Grand Admiral will see things your way." And then like walk off over to Mara so that we can like figure out the next step of like what we are doing.
Make a perception check, Kiel.
Difficulty?
3.
Dope. Do. My perception is all right, but that was not a great roll.
You have inspo.
So how many of you believe in Satan?
You have inspo.
How many? I think I only have the one.
You have-
I don't.
You have 2, I believe, actually.
Do I? I thought I only had the one
Yeah,
from
okay, you only have
the
the one. You're right.
plot,
You
yeah.
have one.
I don't know if this perception check is necessarily worth the
Yeah.
the inspiration. So, Kiel pays no mind to how Captain Antis reacts.
Okay. So you guys are kind of just like,
So while this conversation was happening, I think she'll do like the tour thing, but then as they're like, I guess alone and kind of out of sight from the stormtroopers and everything, she's probably gonna kneel down and ask like about if any of them are on the dark side, or I don't know how to broach that question in terms of Star Wars lore, but
yeah,
basically,
that's fine. Well, they all kind of like look at each other uneasily, and they said, well, we don't. And like Talia, the girl that you were talking to, she says, we never really got far in our training to be, considered anything dark side or light side.
well, make a choice.
Well, we all love the Empire. My mom actually is a captain on another ship of the Empire. We all think that the Jedi were the reason that Emperor Palpatine almost got assassinated. Right? That's what happened, right?
Right.
I
Do they
identify
look
your
like
mother.
they're telling the truth,
Make
or
a
are they
perception
like
check.
feeling coerced?
Like 2 difficulty because you've successfully like. Yeah. They're telling the truth.
Okay, good. Now you're gonna say thank you because we just vented all the baddies that were holding on to you, and we're gonna
Oh.
take care of you.
I was wondering where they went.
Yeah, the ship got lighter, didn't it? We went real fast. They were some
okay.
dead extra weight. We're with the Empire.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a relief. I mean, I saw the stormtroopers and I was confused. You said you were.
Yeah, they would have shot us if I were to walk you around, and we weren't.
Okay. Well,
So
thank you so much. Thank you very much. And like they all like start saying like thank you and like bowing their heads to you, and they're just like very appreciative of the fact that you've saved them.
okay, I can drop the voice now. So if you guys fuck up anything around the hangar, don't leave your shit around, and talk to HK if you have any questions. And if you lie to me, I'll kill you. I don't care what side you're on. Okay?
They all look petrified.
All
And
right,
they
I gotta
just
go tend to
nod.
stuff. So go talk to points at HK. He's your man. And just sees the whole group walking over. Oh, okay. Let's put on our smiling, welcoming faces. Okay? And then just stays.
They all like
postures
smile.
up.
They all like force their smiles.
Your mother, the ship captain. Identify her.
Oh, my mother, right. Her name is Captain.
As Kenobi desperately tries to think of a name.
Captain Andrea. Captain Andrea.
Good name.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Talia.
New contact.
Yeah. Who is giving this information?
Talia is currently giving you this information.
Talia. Okay.
And does that name ring a bell to anyone here?
No.
Okay.
Noted.
Smiling faces. She's like shaking.
As the group's walking back, it's all of us like
Yeah.
just thumbs up smile.
Any discussions need to have between all you guys?
We need to figure out how we're gonna deal with the actual station.
Yeah.
right?
After things have kind of calmed down,
Mhm.
tensions have maybe subsided as best they're going to. Obviously, that was prickly to say the least. I think Waltz would like to hail everybody to the mission brief room for a round table of how to approach this, because he has an idea but wants to put everybody on the same page.
Sure.
Break it down, champ.
So
Break it down.
hopefully Antis, Solomar, the children, I guess, could be there if they want to.
They're I think
They're
are
probably getting debriefed or
Yeah,
something.
they're getting
Okay.
debriefed.
Sure.
What's your
and
planning?
medical check.
So overhearing the spiky conversation between Talrin and Antis. Waltz is going to, carefully walk through some of the things that he has in his mind. He kind of steps up and maybe does some cool hologram stuff with the blueprints that he requested. Very prim and proper as you would expect.
You haven't gotten any blueprints.
Oh, we never got those. Okay,
Nope.
Lovely.
Would there not be archival blueprints from the Republic?
I would guess I could pull them up, but I did ask Antis to send Solomar to get me them, and then apparently they never got to me.
There are what you got was a feedback error that there are currently no
All right, napkin art of what we saw.
Yeah.
like it's basically like the archives are incomplete type deal, right? Where
Okay, that's fine.
those
That's
blueprints
fine.
just
I mean,
don't exist.
combined with
Well, question, real quick. Have I gotten a response on my datapad?
No, still.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. Combination of all of us doing successfully on the perception check earlier, coupled with the fact that Mara and I were able to explore more of the base, would we be able to draw up between the 5 of us the general layout of the building that we saw?
Yeah, you could.
HK also uploaded his personal GPS coordinates so that you can actually do it to exact scale.
You could.
Right.
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
So
We're
I'd like
working
to
with some information at least.
Yes, I pull up a rough sketch, a rough idea of where things are, pointing out that there is in fact a subterranean research facility. The Jedi relic that Antis assumed was giving off some sort of feedback was actually the children, explaining all of that, and requesting a scrambling of the 2 TIE fighters that we have to escort us back. We hailed. Go ahead.
I think that there is more to be gained here. They didn't have Jedi at the facility, but they know how to contact them. If we force them to flee, if we fake a failed assault on this cruiser, we have we have the Arbiter's comm channel now. We can fake an assault and look to rendezvous with him later and gain more from this.
And if I might add a piece of information, we could shoot down the freighter that we took, wreck it on the planet, tell them to flee, and meet us up because we escaped on an escape pod. And we'll rendezvous with them elsewhere.
Seems easily done.
I would happily make you look more physically, should you?
Well, we wouldn't be shot. We would shoot down the freighter in orbit, have it crash to the planet, and we would escape elsewhere.
I feel.
HK and I could pilot the TIEs instead of whatever god-awful troops I'm sure they have flying them.
If
Go for
you
some
would like
precise
to.
shots. Well, we could go for precise shots, act like HK and I didn't make it back. Only the 3 of you did.
The only problem I have with all of this is that we're the common denominator in all of this. Wouldn't that make somebody kind of suspicious?
I have
Yes,
a way around that.
we're dressing the scene, but
I have a way around that. Somebody's not going to like it, though. It would track rather well for us to if we ran into a ship with strange red-bladed adversaries that cut down us and our numbers, and we just barely managed to escape. Perhaps if someone was wounded by a lightsaber specifically, it would be very easy to tell.
Kiki, are you trying to cut off my hand again?
I'm not saying any limbs need to be detached. It can be a straight cut across a torso or on the outside of a leg. Minimal actual damage, but it will
What are you
look
suggesting?
bad. I mean, whoever would volunteer.
If required for the mission, I
My
can do it.
body is the most replaceable.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good point. But that also makes it potentially less believable.
Why? Birds can get injured too. Birds are people too.
I don't
Thank
disagree,
you, Lady
Mara.
Mara.
You're welcome.
We would want to
Excellent.
scratch up that.
We could go with that as well.
I
not
do
a
think we need to
terrible
shoot
idea.
down. We do need to shoot down the freighter regardless, because that is less assets for the rebels to use.
I can handle that. Easily done.
So, Kial, you believe there to be more inside this facility than is letting on. Is that what I'm
I think the
understanding?
Arbiter has more contacts, and we should try and squeeze him for those. He's not going. If we pretend to have a successful mission where all the rebels died except for us, he's not going to believe that. But he would, if we play it upright and force him to flee the facility, then we can see what he was up to, and potentially, if we sell it right, make contact with him again later and get more out of this.
Additionally, I would like to highlight that the methods being used by the rebels in this instance do not track with our
No.
prior information of what rebels do. As
Correct.
such, I believe we can use forces from both sides to pincer him. The Arbiter, obviously on the Empire's front from our perspective, but if the rebels were to gain information about what the Arbiter was doing, may provide pressure that we can exploit later. Additionally, in terms of propaganda, torturing children plays very well with the audiences.
That
Agreed.
does sound more fun than me trying to hit on him. I haven't discovered if I'm his type yet.
I can tell you, wasn't looking at you that way from the sense that I got.
He was just dead silent.
I don't actually
there
say
is
that. That's,
there is
that's
no
before
right
joking.
answer.
Now, if this does go sideways, if this happens to not roll in our favor per se,
Then, if he doesn't believe it and he fights you, then we kill them all.
uh, you saw how busy it was. Is it something we just
Well,
got out of a?
It's 10 people less busy now.
You're not wrong.
We land
As long as we're on the same page, regardless. I
we
don't
land
mind
troops
exactly
on the
where we are.
planet. The Light Reaper can even come into orbit above. Right?
And if we have to raise the ground, so be it.
Tactical footnote. If you wish to enter the base down on teammates, tactical assistance will be difficult to avail. As it's underground.
I wasn't
True.
even thinking that we needed to enter the base while they were there. We just crash on the planet, calm that we failed, and that the Empire is coming, that they know where the base is, and then we leave. We can even fake take the old shuttle that we landed with, as it's still over on the planet, and fly off, quote unquote, and escape the Empire ourselves. Then double back once the rebels are out of the system.
There's something that is unsettling about this man. I feel like it would do the universe a great justice to see him skewered on a pike somewhere.
Him and the rest of the rebels. But we don't have the luxury of giving in to our desires right now.
Our mission was to kill the Jedi, and there are no Jedi there.
It's true.
The Arbiter is
It has-
how we find more Jedi.
You're not wrong.
Did the man strike you as a coward?
Yes. That was
Most people.
the kind of feeling I got, like despair, like or desperate,
straight
like GM, like desperate, kind of like searching.
I wouldn't
for
say
an answer.
cowardice though. Like it's more of a willing to do whatever.
Right, backed into a corner and willing to do anything to
Yeah.
get out of it. Okay. Yeah. So I'll relay that into straight coward.
If the base was under attack,
The
would you
Arbiter,
leave?
the Arbiter reminds me of a rat, and when you flush a rat out of a system, it will scurry to get away. I think we have a plan on our hands at the very least.
Fair. If I...
In any case, a bad plan executed swiftly is better
Correct.
than a good plan that we take
And
forever and do
we
not
do-
complete.
We should move with haste, so... I'll let you take lead. This is fair
With,
enough.
with that, I will turn to Captain Antis.
Oh, you guys are in like a. Is Captain Antis in this?
I thought she was.
Yeah, I would have pulled
Oh.
everybody in.
Even Captain Antis. Okay,
Correct.
I was under the impression that she was not.
I thought we were in the briefing room again.
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah,
was a briefing room
briefing.
with all
Wow.
you guys and not Captain Antis.
Everybody.
I mean, we can
Antis,
we can say we
Solmar.
call her in at the
Yeah,
end.
if you want to call
Yeah.
her in.
Yeah.
Okay. She like looks all of you and she says, "We will have to do some analysis on the information you give us, but it seems like this plan is okay, and I guess we'll just have to do as you say.
In any case, the information I would like to ratify is that I am called Jasmine Sell. This is how I will be addressed for the duration of this mission. And I will also relay the fake names that each person had given. Except Sim Salabim, because I didn't hear it.
No, none of us did.
No one knows
Very well.
about Sim Salabim.
Well, I will I will begin to go make preparations for this. I will let you all know when it is finished. And she just kind of leaves the room.
So who's in the room now? Just the 5 of us?
Just the 5 of you.
I'm gonna shut down comms, and then address the group specifically.
Okay.
Operational security has been suspect in our entire time aboard the Light Reaper. Keep that in mind as we continue our missions.
Oh, don't get it crossed, Tauren. This is the second time that either the information or the security has been very loose. I think it's best, like you mentioned, to proceed with the utmost caution regarding the brass on this ship.
You
At
hear
best.
a
That's
knock.
such a shame.
We hear a knock.
A rapid knock.
Okay.
Is it the sound of the ensign Solomar?
You just hear a rapid knock.
Okay. I mean, Ensign Solomar has a very unique knock. I'll put it that way.
It's probably Ensign Solomar.
Very peppy.
Yeah.
Enter.
She like enters and then she quickly closes the door behind her and she just looks to all of you and says, "Shh, okay, 1 second." And she's gonna like kind of crawl under the briefing room desk and she is going to, you hear like this like computer-esque noise, and then she like is gonna get back up and she's gonna say, there's bugs everywhere.
Oh,
Okay.
ew. Where?
The other kind of bug.
Oh.
Listen, you guys are not safe on the ship.
At that, Talon is going to roll her eyes. Up to this point, she's been very like professional with it. She's going to roll her eyes here, like, really? Hadn't noticed.
No.
Why?
Look. The captain is incredibly upset with the current situation, and she does not want you on her ship anymore. I mean, I don't know what she's doing, why she's doing it. The information you've been given isn't right, and this has to stay between us, or else she'll probably kill me. There are a set of Magna Guards on this ship specifically as a break glass in case of emergency button for you.
These authorized?
I
units?
have no idea.
With all
I
due
overheard
respect,
her
Kyo,
talking him about them.
Very well. I think it's best if you leave now. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, unfortunately, I'm sorry I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to open the door and literally kick Ensign Solomar out. Don't you fucking say that again. And walk down the hall to where we're getting prepared for.
That's not nice.
She's just gonna like, she's gonna be like, wait, what? And you like kick her to the ground. She's like, I'm just
As I
trying
pass
to...
by her, I would like to take a piece of paper, write a note out on it, and drop it by her shoulder, like under her shoulder, like between her, like by her ear shoulder, so it's like
Right.
hidden with her clothes. So if she gets up,
Okay.
she'll cover it with her body as she goes to pick it up.
Yep.
Do you want me to make a check for that to make sure I?
Yeah,
do
make
it
a stealth
stealthily?
check.
Cool.
3
Difficulty of?
difficulty. 3.
Gotcha. Yeah. Team, I'm going to use a destiny point for this.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Go for.
I'm upgrading. Stealth check, you said?
Yeah.
I add a boost.
Add an
die to
upgrade.
this?
It's an upgrade.
No, I also add a boost die to this.
Oh, you also. Okay.
Add boost dice to all stealth checks.
Yeah.
And a stealth check. Oh god, please, universe.
You have more inspirations.
It's lafon time.
It's lafon time.
I believe in you.
It's no longer
Yay!
lafon time.
Yay!
Let's go.
All right, give yourself a
Woo!
strain, but you succeed. So
Oh,
she like,
absolutely.
as you kick her out, she looks like genuinely hurt, and she's like, I'm just trying to help. And then she like looks to the piece of paper and like kind of sniffles a bit and gets up and begins walking away.
I would actually like to go find either Captain Antis or like whoever the normal TIE pilots are for those two, and just do like maintenance checks, make sure that nothing has been tampered with
Okay.
on those TIE fighters,
Okay.
and that they are ready to fly.
Okay. You also get a response on your data pad.
I will do that first. I will check in on that first.
You get a response, and the response says, essentially, ISB had no information of this place whatsoever.
Ooh.
That's more suspicious than I possibly could have imagined.
Time to gain some power in that relationship.
But okay, you want to so you want to go to like the TIE pilots and just like see if all the TIE fighters. This would be like.
I'm also going to take that time to delete those messages.
Okay.
So that there's no record of them.
This is like, I don't even know what check this would be. This is like a.
I just want to delete. Like Kiel's not.
Oh
Going
no! A check for like the checking
for
the shit. Yeah.
Sure. There is just a mechanics check.
Oh, go ahead and make me one of those then.
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah.
What difficulty is this?
Like a 3 probably.
Okay.
I'm also gonna
Well.
Destiny point you, upgrade the difficulty.
You're gonna Destiny point me. I was gonna Destiny point this one.
You still can. I mean, it's just upgrade versus upgrade at that point.
Shit. I mean, you just did it, so I'm gonna flip it right back.
Sick.
Shit. Well, this could go horribly wrong. Oh wait, that was the wrong one almost.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, we take those. I will absolutely take that fucking strain.
Okay. Yeah, take the strain. Yeah, you succeed. They look totally fine.
God, I'm so paranoid and it never pans out.
I mean, you said that. Then you reached out to your ISB contact, so your paranoia did turn out correctly. One
That's
way.
true. That's true.
Remember, you're not paranoid if they are out to get you.
Now that the briefing room has been debugged, once everyone else has left, and it's just like Waltz, Mara, and HK. HK is going to commandeer the table and try and contact Captain Andrea.
Oh.
So you would kind of just like get like, I think how this works in
Yellow pages, sir.
it's basic. It's kind of like that. It's like almost like a call center where you'd like have to like call into. It'd be a droid, but you like have to call in and be like, you know, I'm looking for Captain Andrea. And you eventually like the droid is gonna respond to you and say like, yeah, I'm patching you through 1 sec. And you hear this like kind of older voice on the other side, and it's like, hello, who am I speaking with?
This is HK-77, currently posted aboard the Light Reaper over Renvar. Volusia.
I've heard of that ship, but I don't know how that pertains to me. I'm currently on Coruscant.
I have news regarding your daughter.
You hear like a gasp and like a hitch. She's like, you do?
Your daughter has been recovered from a secret rebel cell on one of the moons of Volusia. She is in the custody of the Light Reaper.
You hear like this like relieved sound and like she's starting to cry and she's like, oh, are you sure? Are you not? This isn't a joke, right? She's been gone for years.
Name confirmation, Talia.
Can I talk with her? Is she there?
I believe she is currently undergoing medical treatment.
And you like kind of like hear her kind of like thinking like what her next move is gonna be and like, okay, well, I need to see her again. I need to make sure she's okay. Did she look hurt? Is there anything wrong with her?
I am forwarding my personal communication frequency. I will update you on the status of your daughter.
Thank you so much. HK-77, was it?
Yes, in service of Lady Mara.
Okay, I will... Gosh, I don't know how to repay you or how I could ever repay you, but I'll call back in like an hour and see if she's still there, or if I can get a hold of her. Thank you again. If there's anything I can ever do for you, please don't hesitate to ask, or Lady Mara, whoever that is.
Understood. Disconnecting. One next favor.
There we go. Yeah. Hell
I think after the conversation, Walt's is gonna like snap his head and just look at HK and just be like, I don't know why or what you're planning, you marvel of mechanics, but nice.
We've just been informed the ship we are placed upon is hostile to our survival. A fresh ship with a fresh captain may be a viable option.
You're not incorrect, and it sounds like you've earned some favor, so good on you.
I shall go and make good on my promise to ascertain Talia's health.
Just kind of walks out. I imagine. Did you? Did Walt's fist bump the droid?
Yeah, like a attaboy.
Attaboy.
At a droid.
I think beyond that, I think everyone, unless Mara has something. Mara, I assumed, followed HK, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mara just follows HK, and as we kind of like, you know, zoom out of everything in classic Star Wars fashion, we can see that Captain Antis is just staring out the viewport towards Felucia, and then it does like the Star Wars like Sith theme, and then we wipe to the end credits, and that's where we end the session today.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay. Good job, everyone.
gamers.
GG's.
Very
Worked hard
interesting
in the making
session.
of this.
Yeah.
Lemon, it's so good to have you back. I missed Mara's
Yeah,
creepiness.
so much.
I was just, dude. It's like the unsettling, just like flip flop personality is so good. I love it.
So good.
I'm thinking murdery lolly type of character.
Basically, it's
comes
working
through.
really
It
well.
comes through.
It works out really well. Thank you all for playing. It was all really fun. Let's go ahead and just round everything out, starting with Paulsible. Paulsible, where can people find you, and what are you up to in the near future?
Right here on Twitter at Paulsible. I have a very open schedule. I've been bored this last week. I'm probably gonna look to start streaming some VOD reviews of maybe some Masters stuff as it comes up. Valorant Masters coming up next week, so look out for that. Otherwise, just follow me on Twitter and stay posted because things are in the works, but not official yet.
Yeah, go follow their Twitch as well. Keep an eye out for Paulsible in the coming future. Lafon, what about you?
What about me indeed? Well, shout out to my dice for not absolutely rolling me over the course
Yeah.
today. So, shout out to all the advantages or the inspirations as well. They truly help a ton. Other than that, at Lafon H, I made cookies today. You can see the picture of them I took.
Yeah, follow for his coffee reviews too as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Leg Day, my friend. Where can people find you, and what are you up to?
You can find me in the dead hours of Saturday, casting APAC this week.
Nice.
Going to be with Avril because our lovely Lemon has a engagement elsewhere, so the Leg Day Avril combo will finally be turning on up. And Lemon and I are here on Wednesdays for IELTS Academy on this very channel, twitch.tv/casters and castles. It's our magical D&D school roleplay adventure, which is just past its anniversary.
Yay.
Yeah, one year anniversary, I believe
1
it
year.
was. Congratulations
Yeah.
on that. It's been an awesome show to watch and see the stories unfold. Lemon Kiwi, where can people find you, and what are you going to be up to?
I'm Lemon Kiwi, and I'm doing TFT a TFT Astral Cup this weekend. So you can catch that on Twitch.tv/Teamfight Tactics or Riot Games. I think they're both. But then I'm with Leg Day, and I stream at twitch.tv/lemonkiwi if I'm not doing D&D. So pog. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Very pog. We missed you, and we're glad you're back. Volamel, last but not least, where can we find you, and what's down the pipeline for you in the future?
Follow me on Twitter. I'm sure it's somewhere. Go check out an Overwatch, competitive Overwatch podcast that I'm on. Tactical Crouch, somewhere in the universe on all those podcast platforms, something like that. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Stay tuned for some written stuff. If you're a fan of a certain John Boyce, you may be interested in some things that are in the works. So stay tuned.
Okay. Definitely follow Volamel. Got some great articles out. You can find me at KenobiCasts, basically right there on Twitch and on Twitter. Twitter mostly is where I do all the stuff that I do. I talk about Chinese Overwatch way too much. And
You're
I
good at
it. Thank you. And yeah, I might have some stuff coming in the near future, but I will wait to announce that when it gets announced. And yeah, that's it for me. And make sure to follow Casters and Castles. By the way, next time we start doing this, I will be having subs who sub during the show name Stormtroopers. So go ahead and get that done. It's going to be very fun. I can't wait to see what the awesome names you guys come up with in the near future. But until then, we will see you next time here on Project Supernova. So take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.